You want to reach new players. Do you continue to try to expand the game you already have? Or do you create a new title and launch that? Rob Sandberg from Reliance Entertainment Digital is going to talk about just that in our final Casual Connect talk of the day.
Woo! Can you hear me okay? Thank you. I'm here today to talk to you about Real Steel. My name is Rob Sandberg. Been in the business a long time. I think this is my 18th year, mostly as a producer. I've been producing games almost the entire time. I work for Reliance Games. Reliance may not be a household name in North America, but in India, it's the second largest conglomerate. They own just about everything. They build power plants, and they build telco networks and old mobile carriers, those types of things. Also has connections into Hollywood. We own 51% of DreamWorks. We have connections into talent agencies and those types of things, which give us access to a lot of intellectual properties. So a lot of people in Hollywood answer our phone calls. Reliance Games, we're basically in two arms. We have our Zapak side, which is one of the largest social portals, social games in India, as well as the number 2 portal for mobile game acquisition, player acquisition. And then also we have our Reliance Games, which we have a studio in India, in Mumbai, and in Pune. We have offices in the US, Canada, which is the office that I work at, Japan, and in South Korea. Some of our key titles, we've got probably over a dozen titles in the various app stores right now, but these are some key titles which are based off of movie intellectual properties. Real Steel, which I'm here to talk to you about, Total Recall, and most recently After Earth, and Pacific Rim, which actually Pacific Rim is doing really well for us right now. I'm here to talk to you about Real Steel. Real Steel is based off the film. It's based off a DreamWorks film. We decided to do versus fighting. It's pretty straightforward, based off of the license and the IP. We wanted to target it to all age groups. We wanted to make it very approachable, very casual. We developed it in Unity, and it is a pay-me-um app. It's a premium app where we also offer in-app purchases. We've had great success, all in all, with right now, really well received in the App Store, as well as over 11 million downloads to date. So, for a title like this, especially when you're tied to a movie launch, timing is everything. And a lot of the success that we've had in the title was, jumping through the windows of opportunity at the right time. And so we started game development in March of 2011 in our internal studio, our Pune studio. Then we launched in September 2011, a month before the movie release, which gave us time to do some optimizations and get one update in before the movie release. Again, timing was the key. So when you're working with a Hollywood film, you have the release date, but the second really significant date in terms of marketing, taking advantage of marketing opportunity, is the DVD and Blu-ray release. So we targeted our first update, where we included some new content in November. And then in January, just before it, we did another 2 robot packs in that, which allowed us to really capitalize on all the marketing spend for the DVD release. Again, timing was the key. Homing in on the 3 success factors was the marketing spend just before the movie, and then the DVD Blu-ray release, where we did CPI campaigns for those. We also dropped the price. It originally started at $2.99. We dropped the price to 99 cents. And then also, by request of the fans of the game, we released 2 of the robots from the movie that were, that were in demand, and we offered those as an IAP. And the result was big success in the store. We did really, really well. The game very early on, met financial expectations. It was receiving good star ratings in the store. And at one point, we reached number 6 in overall games, which for our first big title, I think it was something that we were really, really proud of for being able to achieve that. So in 4 months, Real Steel was a top 10 game. The title was profitable, and we were sitting at 4.5 stars. And we had to make a decision. Do we put more money into the game, or do we work on another game? Do we just let it ride and just work on another game? And ultimately, the decision was based on these factors. An update, only key resources were needed. We didn't need our full team, so our full team could be working on other projects. We enjoyed a lot of really great organic growth. We really didn't spend, other than the 2 key events, we didn't spend a lot of money on advertising. And the game was kind of unique. There wasn't many other games on the platform or in the stores that were similar. And it allowed us to differentiate ourselves. We had strong 1-day, 7-day, and 30-day retention. The high percentage of paying users, which for a premium app with in-app purchases is always a good thing to have. Good ARPU. And the install base was updating. They were updating regularly, and they were engaged with the content. A new game, it was the cost of all the marketing and development. We have to come up with a new concept, which is very expensive. We had to ask ourselves, was it really worth investing into a new game? And our choice was to continue to optimize. We put a significant investment of human resources and time in planning this, but not nearly as much as we would have for a new development. And we listened to our players. We read the reviews very closely, wanted to hear what they had to say, what they wanted to see. Followed the Facebook page and followed the dialogue there. We took a look at our analytics. We measured, we optimized, we tuned, and then most importantly, we updated often with meaningful content. So as you can see, quite a few updates through the history of the game, about 1 a month. And almost every update, we were bringing something new to the table, not fixing bugs, but we were actually offering new features. And what really seemed to resonate were more characters, more robots, more robot characters. Since the launch, we've added 9 total robots, and our goal is to do 1 every month, and we have a few in the stable that we're waiting to release yet. So we found that this really resonates well with the current install base, and people are actually waiting for it and looking forward to it. And then not only content, but we continue to add features. A lot of the features that didn't quite make the MVP, they didn't land on the cutting room floor. They just needed some time to percolate and mature. Build your own robot was something that was requested by a lot of our players, so we added that. We added a survival mode with endless fighting, and then we added a tournament mode, which allowed us to again improve our overall engagement. And another feature which was highly requested was the async multiplayer, which allows you basically to play against your friends, but more notably is play against random players, so that you can actually create games that are out there in the ether. So there's someone to play with it all the time, even if you chose not to engage with your Facebook friends. You can send gifts, you earn respect points, and compete on leaderboards. This is kind of a timeline of the journey. As you can see, it's over time, if we look at the store rank, we've been able to enjoy a decent level of visibility in the store. And then in terms of revenue, we've been able to, due to various features, content updates, free app a day promotions and such, we've been able to continue to, spike our revenue and actually, create a business around this one title. And then, the marketing to sustain. The Apple features in the US and the UK, really help a lot, obviously. So, keeping in connection with our Apple rep, letting them know what our update roadmap was, listening to their feedback with respect to, the features that we added, allowed us to be able to enjoy, a couple of features. And then also again, the free app a day promotions also helped us move the dial with respect to revenue as well. So based off of those successes, we've decided to also do a sequel. We're working on the Real Steel World Robot Boxing League. Because of the successes of the first title, which were done with a modest budget, we've been able to take all the learnings from the team, from the development of the first title, and really bring it to the table with this update, where we've added a narrative to it. We've added more robots, 30 robots in total for the release. And what is really exciting is we actually added a synchronous multiplayer. We revised the combat system and added additional depth to the combat system. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you very much. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Why did you decide to make it 99 cents or $2.99?
Why wasn't it just free to play? Like, if you're doing in-app purchases anyway, like it just seems...
Because it was never designed to be free to play. Just because you have in-app purchases doesn't mean that a title is optimized for free to play. It lacked a number of key components that you need to really be able to do a true free to play title. So we felt, because of the brand and because of the fact that we had experience with premium titles in the past, that we would go ahead and keep it as a premium title. So the in-app purchases, you don't have to buy them. You could continue to play the game and grind, but if you chose to want to accelerate your gameplay, you could pay to do so. It wasn't designed like a free-to-play title where we had $99 IAPs. They were, our average lifetime value of our customers is much lower than what you would find in a potentially in a free-to-play game, because we just didn't have that much inventory in the game, and it didn't have the mechanics to support it. Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, one more question? Yeah, one more question? Is that it? All right. Oh. One more question? All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.